As a lot of my friends and family know, this is actually my A7R II. This thing has been my workhorse for so many years. Matter of fact, I have had this camera since 2017. It's 2025, going into 2026 now, and man, has it gone on a journey. I've done so much with this camera now, it is absolutely crazy. You have no idea. This camera literally started my main journey from when I started my business back in 2017 all the way to when I was doing photo shoots and stuff with Cork Sport, starting off with my car and some of their products, all the way to current where I've shot stuff with their TC America circuit and many, many other productions. Now, as some of you know, I do shoot on video, the FX30. Absolutely love that camera. It's tried and true and helped me out tremendously. I've never really thought of a good reason to actually replace my RT yet. Until now. Can't really show you the rest of the paperwork in here. That's just my shipping information. Hope you understand. Yeah, I got a new camera. So a lot of you know that the Sony A7V just released. And with the A7V, there's been a lot of controversy about it. A lot of people talking about things that they should be talking about. And there's a lot of things people are overlooking. Now, everybody buys cameras for different needs and use cases. You know, it really comes down to the individual at this point. For me, when I look into getting a new camera specifically, I'm looking for things that are going to improve efficiencies with the business. This is kind of crazy how it's all wrapped, honestly. It's in like these little baby sleeves almost. I'm glad to see they're still using the same batteries. So it looks like in the box, all you're really getting is obviously the camera, your leather strap, and a battery with some paperwork, of course. That's right. You know, when I was in B&H and I actually got to test this a bit and play around with them, you know, it was really crazy to me that this camera really exists in today's age. For a lot of people, this really isn't going to make sense of a camera to buy, and I'm just being honest. Unless you're a hybrid shooter, somebody who shoots photo and video, and unless you're somebody who needs certain stuff for fast-paced moving and business efficiencies, it's not really a camera I would recommend to most people. So, you know, the reason why I got the A75 is because I've had the R2 for so long now. The R2, with its battery life and low light not being nearly as good as some other cameras today, actually, I swear it's on the same quality as the FX30 now. In other areas of it too, it started showing its age finally. Now, a lot of you are probably going to ask, well, you have a video camera, why didn't you just grab a photo camera? So I needed something that's going to be a bridge gap camera. Obviously, I plan to be getting probably something for strictly photos down the road again. I don't know when that will be at this point. I know I'm waiting for the FX3 Mark II to come out for video, and that's going to be the primary video camera for a while. And then I'm waiting for basically the Sony A7R6 to come out. So some of you know, I started the A7V Users Group on Facebook, which I'm beyond happy I was the one who was able to grab that. Honestly, I'm completely shocked I was able to get that. And to be really transparent with everyone, it's one of those things that you don't realize what you're going to do when grabbing a Facebook page for a camera that wasn't even out yet at the time. I kind of just took a gamble to see, you know, what was going to make sense and what was going to make sense for me. One of the big questions I was personally wondering, and a lot of people are, will aftermarket batteries even work on this thing? Let's go ahead and pop this guy in and find out real quick. There's so many unknowns with this camera. Yep. Works just fine. So, a lot of people, when this camera was coming out, were having issues with other stuff like third-party lenses, We're setting up the camera right now with lossless raw compression. That is the highest it goes right now. I think the other thing that's surprising to me too is, how much these camera bodies have changed throughout the years. Obviously, this has a Sony battery grip on it, so this is actually a part of the R2. This is something I added to deal with battery issues. And honestly, because this is going to be used as a true hybrid camera, this will probably be getting the same treatment as my Sony A7R II. And matter of fact, I'm working on rigging this out so that way it can work with a battery grip, full rig system, and I already have my side grips and stuff. I was just waiting for the camera to come out and a battery grip for the bottom to come out. So let's go into one of the other bigger questions. Aftermarket lenses. So this is my Tamron 150 to 500. Now, I will be transparent. I've already tested my other one here, but I'm just doing it for video proof and just to show that it does in fact work. So this is not in burst mode. Let's go ahead and put this into burst mode for you. So good thing is burst mode still works, and they even stipulated with lossless compression you might not get that full 30 frames per second, but I can tell you right now this is already faster than how the R2 was. A lot faster. So in fact, my 150 to 500 gets to live in my camera bag. Hooray. I am happy that I don't have to swap out for a different telephoto lens. Now, this is my 28-75. This is actually my primary workhorse lens. This is the lens I use for a lot of the video productions that I do, and quite a few photo productions at this point. But let's go ahead and give her a quick test. Not just works, but works quite well. Why all the humbug about the A7V? Why are so many people either raving about it, or are so many people upset with it? Honestly, it comes down to the fact that it's in a weird time period. Now, for me personally, I don't shoot enough stuff that actually warrants OpenGate. Yes, I even shoot social media for clients, but OpenGate's kind of a nice to have feature. It's once again not one of those things that absolutely needs to exist in my next camera. I think honestly people get really wrapped up in the fact that if one or two camera manufacturers do it, that all of them should be doing it. When reality of it is, we've never really had OpenGate until now in cameras. If it's such a bottleneck for people, it would have been solved and Sony probably would have put it in there. Me personally, OpenGate's not that big of an issue. You could always move your feet and you could always adjust things to do it properly. So what does this leave me? What does this leave you guys with? Honestly, it's just a really great all-around camera. It gets a lot of great stuff done for photo and video now. And honestly, I'm beyond excited to go play around with this thing. I am sad to be saying goodbye to the R2 and retiring it for the most part. It's only going to be used for those use case scenarios where I really need something like a 50 megapixel camera.